Maybe I'm not engaged anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry, what?
What?
So what happened?
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Can't take that back. What happened, for God's sake?
You know, this gay thing and that gay thing.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
He was saying that you was gay.
Come on, man. I'm a straight gangster, man. That been in my hood. He know what's happening with me.
How you doing, Wayne? Big everything good? My bad. Look, got the whole family.
Toni Braxton, at 57 years old, just finally confirmed something many people suspected for a long time. Fans have been wondering about this for years, and now the truth is out.
Okay, so tell me what's poppin'. Y'all get married?
Of course.
Okay.
I've been in love with her for 20 years.
You never told me.
I was expecting, but I had to go with your.
You never told me.
She's finally addressed that long-whispered rumor involving Birdman. Yes, that Birdman. If you thought their relationship was already unexpected, wait until you hear the part she didn't talk about. Until now, let's get into it. Now, let's start with Toni Braxton's complicated love life. I mean, she's been caught up in a love triangle with NBA players and had a boyfriend dump her because he claimed Jesus told him to. But this situation with Birdman might just be the messiest she's had.
You running this whole place?
Yeah.
No one else is here but us?
That's all right with you?
I love it.
They first worked together on Birdman's 2002 single, Baby Can You Do It. The two started dating in 2016 when Braxton found a strong support system with the hip-hop artist amid her ongoing battle with lupus. 2 years into their romance, the R&B star told People in 2018 that she never expected her friendship with her bestie for like 15 or 16 years would turn into something more. He has come to my baby showers, my plays, my shows. I never thought we would be dating or getting married, she said.
Okay, so tell me what's poppin'. Y'all get married?
Of course.
Okay.
I've been in love with her for 20 years.
You never told me.
I was expecting, but I had to go with your.
You never told me.
She explained that he came to every one of her shows at a time when she was experiencing health complications. Every night he would ask me, "Are you okay? Are you good?" I said, "Oh my God, he's such a great guy," the performer shared. When Birdman finally made his move, he told me he always liked me, and I was like, "You never told me." And he's like, "Well, you were married." He said, "I was always digging you."
He doesn't like people knowing about him, and I always tell him, babe, you need to change the narrative because people don't know the gentle side. He's really a gentle giant. I don't think people know that about him.
In February 2018, Braxton confirmed that she and the Bugatti rapper were engaged after 2 years of dating in the trailer for the new season of her family's hit WeTV reality show, Braxton Family Values. By the start of 2019, though, the two musicians revealed that they no longer had plans to tie the knot. At the time, they cited that the announcement of their split was a publicity stunt to boost the success of her reality show, but fans would later find out that there might have been a deeper reason for both celebrities going their separate ways, and it allegedly had to do with Birdman's sexuality.
I guess get on the radio and won't be funny or something, but
Right.
know what's happening with me, man. Google me, man. Watch what come up.
Yeah.
Straight G.
Many people started saying Birdman was on the down low after a video of him kissing Lil Wayne appeared on social media. This photo surprised a lot of people because hip-hop has always been seen as a tough and masculine industry. Seeing two rappers kiss each other was not something people expected. It was very real, and it quickly became a hot topic. After the video went viral, Birdman was asked about it during a radio interview on Q93, a station in New Orleans. He strongly defended it. "Before I had my own child, Wayne and the rest of them were like my children," he explained. "Wayne is like my son, my firstborn son. That's my life, that's my love, and that's how I show my love." When the radio host asked if he was bothered by people criticizing him for kissing Lil Wayne, Birdman didn't care. He compared it to how a father shows love to his son. "My little son, Lil Brian, gets the same love from me," Birdman said. "That's what I do for my children. I give them my heart, my life, and I'd bleed for them, believe that." He directly addressed questions about his sexuality. In a 2016 appearance on Hot 97, when asked about rumors, he responded, "Come on, man. I'm a straight gangster."
You know, this gay thing and that gay thing.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
He was saying that you was gay.
Come on, man. I'm a straight gangster, man. That been in my hood. He know what's happening with me.
However, Birdman wasn't the only one to confirm that kissing was a normal thing in their group. Other artists from their record label, Cash Money, also admitted to doing the same thing. They said it was not unusual in their crew. One of them, a rapper named Turk, explained it in an interview.
The social media, how they take it, bruh, and how they try to make it, you know, even with them trying to make it to be something.
He said that back in the day, it was just a way to show love and loyalty. It was like, if you love me, kiss me in front of everybody. It was normal for us back then, Turk said.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like somebody hitting somebody on the ass. You know what I'm saying? When they playing basketball, that don't mean they gay.
Turk admitted that times have changed and that he wouldn't do it today.
But now, knowing that what I know now, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we can't, you know what I'm saying, even do no like that because...
He said that with social media, people think differently now, and it would cause more controversy. Now, I wouldn't do it because I know how people think today. But back then, it wasn't about anything other than brotherhood and love for your team, he said. It wasn't about being gay or anything like that. However, some people think that Turk's comments actually support the rumors that Birdman was on the down low. The way Turk described it, Birdman was comfortable kissing his artists when the world wasn't paying attention. Another rapper, Young Buck, also confirmed seeing the kisses. In an interview, he said, "Yeah, I saw it, but Baby never played like that with me. I never saw him do it with Juvenile either, but I saw him do it in a playful way with others. That was just them." During the interview, Young Buck made it clear that he never participated in it himself. He also said that Juvenile, another Cash Money artist, didn't do it either. The only one who didn't do that was Juvenile. He was older, so he wasn't into that, Young Buck said.
Here's the couple has called off their upcoming wedding. Speculation ramped up when Birdman updated his Instagram story writing, "It's over." The rapper later deleted the post and scrubbed his entire account.
So, word on the street is that Toni may have noticed some signs that Birdman was gay, and when she realized how serious it was, she slowly pulled away. It wasn't an instant breakup, but over time, she created distance. As earlier stated, Birdman proposed, and Toni said yes. He wanted to get married as soon as possible and told her to pick a wedding date quickly. He hoped to be married by the end of the year, but that never happened.
What happened?
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Can't take that back. What happened, for God's sake?
Toni kept delaying the wedding because of her busy work schedule. Then, something strange happened. She left her Louis Vuitton train case on a Delta flight from New York to Los Angeles. Inside the case was her yellow diamond engagement ring, which was reportedly worth $5 million. The next day, the case was found, but the jewelry was missing. Some fans believe this was not an accident. They think Toni may have misplaced the ring on purpose because she didn't really want to be tied to Birdman forever.
Maybe I'm not engaged anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry, what?
What?
Birdman, however, didn't seem too upset. He later told Wendy Williams that he wasn't worried about the missing ring because he could always buy her a new one. But then, things took a strange turn. In early 2019, they unfollowed each other on social media. Birdman even posted "It's over" on his Instagram story.
Braxton also removed every picture from her Instagram. The 51-year-old then posted a single picture of herself in a red dress, writing, "Starting a new chapter isn't always an easy choice."
Fast forward to November 2023, Braxton shared a photo of herself and Birdman sharing a kiss in a now-deleted Instagram post. Toni wanted us to know that she and Birdman are still locked in. Braxton's post appears to show that the two are closer than ever. "Sending Sunday kisses," she captioned the post. Whatever is happening between them, we wish Toni the best. Hopefully this time she is paying attention to the red flags. Aside from her messy love life, Toni has also faced her fair share of challenges when it comes to her career. One of the hardest times was when she had to file for bankruptcy. She lost a lot of money and was struggling to get back on her feet. It was a difficult moment, and people didn't always understand what she was going through. Some thought she had wasted her money, but Toni had her own reasons for why things went wrong.
B-R-O-K-E broke?
Broke.
Like broke.
Like, no money.
No money. Like net worth what?
Negative.
During this tough time, she appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show. She knew Oprah would ask her questions, but she didn't expect the conversation to be so harsh. Oprah's words shocked Toni. She felt like Oprah was being very hard on her. The way Oprah asked questions made it seem like Toni had made bad choices with her money. Many people watching thought Oprah was criticizing her for spending too much.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware. When you had Gucci silverware and baby grand pianos, and you're used to wearing $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 gowns.
Toni later spoke about how hurt she was by the interview. She had always admired Oprah and looked up to her. She never thought Oprah would treat her like that. Toni said she was left speechless because she had so much respect for Oprah. She never expected to feel embarrassed on national TV.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%?
100%.
How did that happen?
Because I allowed all my finances to become everyone else's finances.
One moment that stood out to Toni was when Oprah mentioned Gucci flatware. Oprah told Toni that she, as a billionaire, didn't own Gucci flatware. So why did Toni? This made Toni feel small. She felt like Oprah was judging her. It was a moment that stuck with her for a long time. Braxton has had to file for bankruptcy twice. She had to work hard to get back on her feet. Toni once thought about posing for Playboy to help with her money problems. She liked the idea because the women in the magazine looked beautiful and the money was good. But she had second thoughts. She is a mother and was worried about what her son's friends might say. She didn't want them to be teased about their mom being in Playboy, so in the end, she decided not to do it.
I said I would consider getting naked for Hugh Hefner / Playboy, not for just any person who has a camera. Who does that?
After her first bankruptcy, Braxton focused on rebuilding her career. In 2000, she released her album The Heat, which was a big success. She also performed on Broadway in Disney's Aida. During this time, she got married and had 2 sons. In 2006, she started performing in Las Vegas in a show called Toni Braxton, Revealed. The show was doing well, but in 2007, something bad happened. During a performance, she collapsed on stage. Later, doctors told her she had microvascular angina, a heart condition, and lupus, a serious disease. Because of this, she had to cancel her Las Vegas show, which was supposed to bring in a lot of money.
The doctors told me that I would never be able to perform. They said 1 or 2 songs here and there occasionally.
In 2010, Braxton had to file for bankruptcy again. She explained that she had just renewed her contracts for the Las Vegas show when she got sick. Since she couldn't work, she couldn't afford to pay the people she owed. It was a tough time for her, but in 2013, the case was finally settled.
The Vegas show, I just renewed all my contracts with all my vendors. And then a month later, I got sick.
She had to pay some money back, but it was much less than expected. After this, she found success on reality TV with Braxton Family Values and also continued making music. However, in 2019, reports said she owed almost $500,000 in back taxes. Even with these struggles, Braxton has shown that she can always bounce back.
And that makes people think.
But some of the things you read aren't true, because I heard that I owed BMW too, and I don't own a BMW. But I cared what my audience thought about me.
When Toni was diagnosed with lupus in 2008, she had to go to the emergency room, and doctors told her she might need a heart transplant. This news shocked her. She was scared and sad, but she decided she would not let lupus control her life. Instead of feeling like a victim, she chose to take care of herself and listen to her body. One of the biggest changes she made was in her diet. She switched to eating mostly plant-based foods, even though she loved meat. Giving up her favorite foods was not easy, but she noticed she felt better. She still misses eating a good burger, but she knows this new way of eating helps her stay healthy. Braxton also found a way to help with her pain. She tried CBD and was amazed at how quickly it worked. It helped her move around and stay active. Because of this, she partnered with a brand called Uncle Bud's to make CBD products that people can afford and trust. She wanted others to have the same relief she found.
I've been living with lupus for more than 15 years now, and I've had some serious health complications, including now it's starting to affect my kidneys.
Because of her diagonese, she has had to be very careful with her health. Toni Braxton recently shared a scary experience about her health. She said she almost had a heart attack and wouldn't have survived if doctors hadn't caught it in time. She believes her late sister, Traci Braxton, was watching over her and helped save her life. Traci passed away from cancer in 2022, and Toni feels like her sister is still protecting her.
Traci died on Saturday. The late performer's husband, Kevin Surratt, shared the news with ET.
She didn't want to tell her family about her recent health scare because she didn't want to make them worry. The last time they had a big health talk, it was about Traci, and it ended in heartbreak. Toni wasn't sure if she should even tell them what happened.
Okay, it loves my heart today. Tomorrow it could be my kidney. So it's some days I do get sad. I'm not going to lie. Some days I'm sad, but there are good and bad days. And I always try to think of the glass as being half full.
Yeah.
On the first episode of the Braxtons' reality show, Toni invited her family to dinner. Her sisters, Tawanda, Trina, and Tamar, along with their mother, Dr. Evelyn Braxton, were there. Toni usually keeps her health problems to herself, so when she said she had something to share, her family knew it was serious. Trina said she was scared because Toni is usually very private. She never likes to talk about her feelings, especially when it comes to her health. At the dinner, she finally opened up. She told her family that she almost had a widowmaker heart attack. This type of heart attack happens when the biggest artery in the heart gets completely blocked. It is very dangerous, and most people don't survive it. Toni said she was lucky because doctors found the problem before it was too late. She told her family, if I had a heart attack, I wouldn't have survived. I wouldn't be here right now. As she spoke, she couldn't hold back her tears. She told them that the doctor said someone must have been looking out for her. She truly believes it was Traci. She feels like her sister's spirit was protecting her and keeping her alive. Even though the doctor saved her life, Toni's heart is still not completely healthy. She already had a stent put in to help keep her arteries open, but she will eventually need bypass surgery. A stent is a small tube placed in the heart to keep blood flowing properly. Even with this procedure, doctors warned her that she might never be able to go on tour again. Hearing this was very hard for Toni. Music has been her life for so many years, and she loves performing for her fans. The idea of never touring again made her very emotional. She admitted that she feels scared all the time now. She keeps thinking about what would happen if she had a heart attack. She said, "It's crazy anxiety. I think about it all the time. It's really messed up that I'm scared every day." But Toni said the only thing she could think about was her two sons.
My sister Traci, she loves when it snows, and she died that morning when it was actually pouring down snow in Virginia. So My sister's now a snowflake.
Talking about her sister's death, Toni is still trying to understand the loss of her sister Traci, who passed away in March 2022 from esophageal cancer. Losing a loved one is never easy, but for Toni, it has been especially hard. She never expected to lose Traci before herself. Toni and her sisters have always been very close. They grew up together, supporting each other through life's ups and downs. Toni has been dealing with her own health problems. She was the one with the serious illness. She never thought Traci would be the one to leave first. When Traci was diagnosed with cancer, it didn't feel real to Toni. Even now, 2 years later, it still doesn't seem real. She always looked out for her sisters, but this time, she couldn't do anything to help. That feeling of helplessness has been painful for her. She wanted to protect Traci, but cancer was something she could not fight for her.
It was a tough year. She was optimistic. She was hopeful that she was going to get better. Actually, she had a lot more time than they initially said. She had another 6 months.
When Traci passed away at age 50, Toni shared the sad news with the world. She described her sister as a bright light, a loving mother, a wife, and a grandmother. Traci was also a talented performer who was loved and respected by many. Losing her left a deep hole in the family's heart. Traci's husband, Kevin Surratt, revealed that she had been privately going through treatment for esophageal cancer before her death. She fought hard, but the illness was too strong. The family stood by her side during her battle, but in the end, they had to say goodbye.
We got to savor that moment with her and talk and laugh and giggle, and all my sisters and I, my parents, we all rallied together, and my brother, and we were in the D.C. area, and we were just there all the time.
Toni also had to say goodbye. In 2019, it was a tragedy that left her shocked and heartbroken. TMZ reported that the singer's niece had died. Lauren Braxton, the daughter of Toni's brother Michael Braxton Jr., died when she was just 24 years old. The report indicated that a friend phoned 911 after finding Lauren unresponsive in the kitchen. When paramedics arrived, they were unable to revive her. Following the news, Toni took to Instagram. R.I.P. to my amazing niece, Lauren Lolo Braxton. She captioned a photo of the two. I'm still in disbelief and so very heartbroken. Love you. Always, Auntie Tay-Tay. TMZ originally reported that Lauren's death was due to complications from a heart condition. However, an autopsy later revealed that her cause of death was a heroin overdose and fentanyl intoxication, according to People.
My husband became my boyfriend.
Right.
And we were attempting to salvage the relationship again. And we dated for a good year and a half, almost 2 years after we got a divorce, like immediately.
Toni went through a lot of heartbreak in her life. One of the biggest was her divorce from Carrie Lewis, the man she was married to for 12 years. Their marriage ended in pain, and she later spoke about it in an interview. She shared that money problems were one of the biggest reasons for their breakup. She had gone bankrupt for the second time, and at the same time, she found out she had lupus, a disease that made her weak and sick often. Because of her illness, she couldn't work as much, and that made her feel like a burden in the marriage.
Did the kids know you were dating?
I don't think the kids knew we were divorced.
Oh.
Even though Carrie never said anything about it, she believed that he would not want to stay with someone who was always sick. She felt that if she had been healthy and able to keep working, they would still be together. She was filled with guilt, thinking her illness was what drove him away. Even though Carrie visited her in the hospital many times, she still felt like she was losing him because of her health problems. Toni also carried a deep pain from a choice she made earlier in her life. In her book, she shared that she had an abortion when she was younger. At that time, she was in a relationship with Carrie Lewis. She found out she was pregnant while she was taking a strong acne medicine. The medicine had serious side effects, and one of them was that it could cause birth defects in babies. She had to make a very hard decision. She chose to end the pregnancy, but it was not easy for her.
That she thinks God gave her 11-year-old son autism as a punishment for an abortion she had.
She struggled with guilt because she felt like she had taken a life. She worried that God would punish her for it. She kept these feelings inside for many years. She even thought that the financial troubles she faced later in life were a form of punishment for what she had done. In an interview, she said that when she looks at her 2 sons today, she sometimes feels like she has 3 children because she never forgot about the one she lost. Her guilt didn't end there. When her younger son Diesel was diagnosed with autism, she once again blamed herself. She wondered if she had done something wrong during her pregnancy. At first, when she took her concerns to doctors, they did not take her seriously. They told her to wait and see, which made her angry. She felt that as a mother, she knew something was not right with her child. When the diagnosis finally came, it was a difficult moment for her. She could not stop asking herself if she had caused it in some way. The guilt from her past abortion also came back. She felt like maybe this was God's way of punishing her. She wrote about this in her book, and many people reacted strongly to it. Some were upset that she thought of autism as a punishment, while others felt sorry for her struggles. Later, she explained that she no longer felt that way. Over time, she learned to move past those thoughts, but it took her a long time to heal. Despite all these painful moments, Toni has remained strong. She has continued her career, raised her children, and worked hard to overcome her struggles. Life has not been easy for her, but she has kept going.